Okay. Obviously very emotional, disappointed. Got to give Miami credit, and we didn't make the plays we needed to make that we've been making. We helped them some key moments. Jumping off sides on a field goal on defense when we knew they were going to use their snap down, that hurt us. And then we just had some really good players just not make the plays that they're accustomed to making. And obviously, it comes down to one possession like that. You got to make one more play than they do. So there's a lot still in front of us. Don't know on Xavier Moore or Isaiah Moore yet, but disappointed to say the least. Obviously, we weren't good enough tonight. And third down, we were really bad offensively, 3 of 14. So hard to win games when you don't get any takeaways and you're 3 of 14 on third down. And we had a chance, 31-30. We got the ball and driving down, and we hit one of our best players and a routine play for Devin. I know he feels horrible. So just got to pick these guys back up and get back to work and get ready for a game next week. That's college football. So I'm not going to say much else until I watch it. Questions? That it?
Go ahead, Jonas.
Coach, how big was the momentum swing? Anthony Smith comes down and makes the play, gets the fumble recovery, then they overturn it. You guys coming out, everybody was so excited, and they overturn. How big was that momentum change?
Yeah, it was a crazy play. I mean, it was a great effort play by Anthony, forcing the fumble, and then unfortunately his helmet comes off and the ball bounces out again, and pretty impossible for a guy to stop playing probably when you see a ball like that. That's the rule. And so an unfortunate chain of events right there, because that was obviously a huge momentum swing our way if his helmet stays on.
Go ahead, Corey.
Dave, I know you talked about it a little bit, but how much did it feel like those missed opportunities kind of piled up in this one, whether it was, the penalty or the drop passes or just missing plays from time to time?
Well, to win games like you've seen us this year, you've got to make plays at key moments, and we didn't. So, yeah, they do mount up, and it just takes one. I mean, it takes one of those plays and things change, whether it's the Anthony Smith fumble or, the crossing route to Devin Carter. I mean, there's a myriad of plays in there, 3rd and 16 right there at the end. We give up a completion, and we thought they were going to run the football right there. Obviously, they didn't, and we didn't do a good enough job in coverage. So there's lots of plays within that game that could change it the other way and didn't.
Thanks, Dave.
Go ahead, David.
Yeah, Coach, was it just one of those nights where it just felt like things weren't going your way, or what was going on?
Well, I mean, they're a good football team. They've been in a bunch of one-possession games, and we didn't make the plays that we needed to make to win the game. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Go ahead, Jonas.
Because you kind of mentioned it in your opening comments. I mean, everything you guys want to play for still pretty much in front of you. Was that your main talking point? I know the guys will be disappointed today, but would that be your main talking point? You guys get back to Raleigh and meet up tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, right now you just got a bunch of dudes that are down in the dumps, and we just got to get them back and sit down with them tomorrow, at 4 a.m, and then sit down with them and watch the film, get their spirits back up, get them as healthy as we can, and go back to it. They'll understand what's in front of them when we study it tomorrow, but, we just got to get ready for the next game. And just like we tried to for this one, the injuries are piling up a little bit. It's hard not having Peyton Wilson or Isaiah Moore out there tonight. So definitely missed Zay.
Go ahead, Corey.
Yeah, Dave, I was going to ask you if there was any update on Isaiah Moore or anybody else left the game.
No, I'll have to get back and see what they tell us.
Okay, and how much does it change your mindset now? Not change your mindset necessarily, but how much does it help that the next game is now at home, that you don't have one of these late games again? I know you've talked about the travel and things along those lines, but how much does it change now that you do have the next game at home?
Well, it'd be great to be home again. It's been a long time. It's been about a month. So look forward to playing at Carter Finley next week for sure. And, you know, be nice to have that. And I know it's another night game, but it'd be nice to have a home game.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Devin Leary will join us now, guys. All right. Questions for Devin? Go ahead, Corey.
Devin, obviously, you would have liked to complete that pass to Devin Carter down the stretch. You know, how much was there kind of talk on the sidelines to try to lift him back up after that play?
You know, it was tough. I mean, Devin is very hard on himself. But, you know, I just told him he's a leader. He's a guy that everyone on our team looks up to. You know, you played. We didn't really execute a lot this game. I think that was a certain play that we didn't execute that we would have liked to. And yeah, Devin was pretty hard on himself, but I went right over to the sideline went up to him and just told him like, hey, we need you. We still need your energy. We still need your spirit. You're a leader on this team, and control the controllables at this point.
Go ahead, Dave.
You know, David, does it shake your confidence at all in any of your receivers when they're just having nights where you know they're just not holding on to the ball the way they normally do?
No.
Go ahead, Jonas.
Devin, the passing lanes were open there all night. You guys were finding spots. Was Miami doing something to sell out to stop the run to kind of open up those passing opportunities where they kind of load in the box to make sure Bam and Ricky didn't get going?
I'm sorry, I couldn't really hear at the beginning of your question.
I was saying that the passing lanes were open. You guys make some plays up the middle and deep balls, but was Miami kind of stuff in the box and kind of selling out to stop the run? So that opened up those pass games. They're trying to commit it. Were they kind of committed to make sure Ricky and Bam didn't get going?
Yeah, I mean, they were giving us a whole bunch of looks. You know, early on, they were loading the box up. As you can see, they were trying to stop the run first, which opened up some pass. And then second half, they started giving us a couple more different looks, whether it was pressuring out of zone, pressuring out of man. You know, but at the end of the day, we have to handle what they give us. You know, we're a team that prides ourselves on running the ball inside and outside zone, no matter what type of defense that we're facing. And the lack of execution today really hurt us, I think.
Go ahead, Corey.
Devin, I asked Dave about this. You know, you've mentioned it a little bit too, but with all those little mistakes piling up, you know, is that something that obviously that kind of frustrated the team on the sidelines? Did you guys ever get down on yourselves about that, or was it just something where you still felt like you were in the game at all times?
No, we never got down. We knew that it was going to be a 4-quarter game. We knew it was going to possibly come down to the last possession, and that was our mindset the entire game, like it is every single week. So, no, I wouldn't really say I had a sense of anyone being down or any sense of anyone losing confidence. I mean, it was just good to see everyone, you know, preaching 1-0, no matter the situation, no matter what is going on the field. Once we get our opportunity, we need to seize the moment. And that was kind of the mindset the entire game.
All right, last one for Devin from Jonas.
Devin, I know it's probably hard to think about now, but is the good news is like our goals are still in front of us. Everything we want to accomplish, winning the division, making it Charlotte, still out there in front of us. Is that a bright side or something you still build on moving forward, knowing that you still can accomplish your goals of making it to the title game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's tough when, you know, you put in so much work, and something that we always preach here, like I just said, is going 1-0. We want to win each and every week. We don't want to look too far ahead, look in the past. We want to focus on each and every week. And obviously this game didn't go the way that we wanted to, but I mean, we're going to put it to bed tomorrow, get right back to work, and continue to take that 1-0 approach, win the week. Yeah, that's really it.
All right, thanks, Devin.
Thank you.
All right, guys, Drake Thomas will be joining us soon. Go ahead with your question.
Drake, obviously a tough night for you guys, but I wanted to ask you about when Isaiah Moore had to leave the field. Obviously, that changed things for you guys. I know you slid over to the middle initially, but how much did that change things for you in terms of having to step up a little bit more than even you've done already this season?
I didn't really switch to his position. I actually switched to the Wolfpacker.
Yeah.
But I mean, I obviously knew I had to step up. Zay not being out there, I had to control, run things a little bit more. But obviously I didn't do a good enough job.
Go ahead, David.
Drake, there was a lot was made about the Miami quarterback's comments about y'all's defense during earlier this week. Kind of where's the disappointment just about not really being able to, I guess, or maybe allowing him to back up his words.
What do you mean, like, where's the disappointment? Like,
I guess, how are you feeling after this performance, the way the defense played?
very disappointed, unhappy with the performance.
Go ahead, Jonas.
Drake, after the completion to the tight end for that first down on that last drive, I saw you kind of reacting. Was there a miscommunication somewhere, or was it just emotions of giving up the play to give it that first down?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look at the film. It's a play that I think me and some other linebackers had discussed, and it wasn't the same personnel out there. I take responsibility for not talking to the next guy up and not informing him on what he was supposed to do right there.
Go ahead, Corey.
Drake, obviously, again, this was a game where it seemed like a lot of little mistakes piled up and led to the final result. How disappointing is it to know that one of those things, if one of those things goes right, the offsides on the field goal or a catch made on the other on that final drive could have changed this game. I mean, how disappointing is it to have those types of things go wrong in this game?
I think when you start thinking about stuff like that, that's when your season goes south. When you start thinking, what if, coulda, woulda, shoulda, it's over. Can't change it now. What happened, happened.
Yeah, that's a perfect response.
Anything else for Drake? All right, that's it. Thank you.